there were some physical games on Friday. Certainly could have been more in that Columbia Brown game.
Yeah, that's I guess my point.
And kind of a surprise here is they pull Shira Cohen off, who had come on about 13 minutes ago.
Isabel Liu and Sophia Ambrose check in for the Lions.
And maybe it is a little bit about minute management for Columbia. Again, they had to play the double overtime game in the later game as well. So, it doesn't seem like a lot, but Harvard did get 3 hours more rest than Columbia after Friday night's games.
Well, and Harvard was sitting on a lead late as well.
They kind of cruised through to the end against Princeton.
Went a little deeper for sure. Ball played out, midfield Fosnot. And they'll call Ambrose.
Yeah, just kind of ran over Hasbo. We'll see how aggressive Harvard will get. I want to keep an eye on his Rose, and she's will indeed trot up there.
33 fouls in that game. It didn't seem that many, did it? Under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. A good opportunity here for August Hunter. Will take the free kick for the Crimson. They have everybody up. They chip it ahead. Went deflecting, turned, and off the hands of Nurkin, and that's one you're going to write down, folks.
Well, Nurkin's been sensational all season long, and Coach Bartholomew talking about her says, she hasn't been tested a ton this season, but when they've needed her, she's come through, and she's really good for a tall netminder at stopping low shots just like that. So Paige Nurkin with the play of the day so far, keeping this one 0-0, but Harvard knocking on the door.
That one sails just wide.
Yeah, Leshnick got a toe to it in a weird little corner that time from Long, kind of skipped through, went over a foot of one of the Lions, and Leshnick just able to get a poke on it, but a little bit off target. Well, look at the save from Nurkin once again, and this is a lot tougher than you think. A little bouncing ball towards her, but able to parry it away and deflect it, not right back in front, but towards the side.
Root will go back to Nurkin. Only 2 shots on goal this first half. Both belong to the Crimson.
In the first meeting, they only had 5 shots on goal for the game. Columbia only managed 2.
Ball sent upfield. Rose ahead to it. Pilla. And now working up the left side, and takeaway by Rose, who was able to get underneath Ambrose. B-bar. They force the turn. Gordon, Root calls her off. Francois forces it back, and the energy lifting up here. Bitzer right to left. Gets around Hasbo. Drops back, and now Gordon will turn. Goes all the way back again. Lou for Root. Pilla tried to get a touch back, couldn't. Francois comes to the near side. Gordon off Francois via Ambrose, and a Columbia throw.
Things getting a little bit more helter-skelter last couple of minutes. Neither team really able to settle down.
Ambrose trying to get around Francois. B-bar will go all the way back to Karpenko, who has not been particularly active for the last, I would say 10, 12 minutes. Lifts one out, was looking to the far side, and it'll come to Penny. Working up the right side, Penny has Weiss as a trailer, unable to pass it to her. Nicely played by Fosnot defensively, and now Gonzalez for Harvard comes out to Smith Hunter on the right side. She has Francois. Gets it to her on the flank. Picked up by Root. Forces her down to the end line, and that's just some textbook defense out of Root.
Yeah, Root just so strong back there. It's really going to take something special. You're not going to be able to try to just play that long touch and try to run around you, as she has that presence to be able to shield you off the ball. And that was right in her wheelhouse there to keep that one away from Francois.
Near side. On the ball, Ambrose for Prusak. Gordon Prusak will turn as B-Bar show to her. Lids ahead, was trying to send Gordon on the run. Been an entertaining first half, if nothing else. Although at times, Mike, I think both teams have imposed a flow, imposed a will. We've seen rhythm for both teams as Long drives a shot, and it was going wide, but again, Nurkin covering it nonetheless.
Yep, making sure that if it was on frame, she would have been all over it. And I think Columbia is just going to try to take this one down to the half here for the final 17, 18 seconds. And Harvard will oblige.
And
9, 8, 7.
Nurkin will touch it over to the right, and we have played 45 scoreless minutes here in Providence, Rhode Island, as the Harvard Crimson and the Columbia Lions 0-0 our score. And Mike, like I said, an entertaining first half.
Yeah, it really was. Like you said, both teams able to hold possession at various points. I thought Columbia came out strong out of the gate, but, you know, at the end of the day, they weren't able to manufacture anything in terms of shots on goal, and credit Harvard for taking control of the latter stages of that first half.